so if you haven't been following the chomper videos lately, or maybe this is your first time on my channel, we recently did 1 3/4 long tube headers on the truck, and then we did a Black Bear Performance tune. And honestly, the truck is driving absolutely amazing. Shifts great, accelerates great, no real complaints. But I'm sure you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a little transmission upgrade that's hopefully going to make everything a little bit better. So this guy right here is a Corvette servo. So we're going to be slapping this in the truck, and it's supposed to have quite a few benefits. So if you've driven one of these trucks, you know, specifically if they're untuned, but you know how lazy the shifts can be, right? That 2 to 3 is like a complete drag, right? It's the longest shift ever. So this truck's got 163,000 miles, I think, on it right now. So not super high mile, not super low, right? But with this should help our 4L60E last as long as possible, or potentially explode it in today's video. We'll find out, but that's the game plan. Going to be installing this guy right here on good old Chomper. Let's crawl underneath here, hoping for an easy install. Fingers crossed. All right, so for starters, we got to remove this heat shield. It's a 10 mil. And then, I don't know if y'all can see yet, but our servo is right up here. So obviously this is really tight, so hopefully I'll be able to see, but my hands probably are going to get in the way a couple times. So basically we'll get this little clip out from right here. So we're going to be pressing this in some. It's got a spring behind it. Just like that. That was super easy. So if y'all can see, there's our little locking clip. We have a new one, but if not, hang on to it. And you are gonna have some fluid come out, but it should not be a lot. So it's pulled out far enough to where we can actually see that seal right there. It's blue. It'd be a great time to have like a little hook mechanism. I don't have one, so hopefully I can just get this little flathead, pry it out. But now we just gotta get in here and grab hold of it. We'll just pull it on out, just like that. Now, and this is probably gonna have a little bit more fluid come out. Yeah. It's a couple different pieces. Start with this outer cap. We got this guy. And then the main portion. Got another piece came apart, which is fine. And then the last one, minus the spring behind, which we do want to save and reuse. Slides right out. Obviously, if you don't have long tubes like this, yours is going to be possibly a little tighter. Make sure you reach in here, get this spring out. We are going to be reusing this with the new one. All right, guys, so here's our old and new servos. Old over here, obviously, and I took this apart, and dude, I doubt that's supposed to be like that. This literally fell in 2 pieces when I picked it up, so maybe that was like literally about to go, which was, I'm glad we're replacing this. Anyways, visually, pretty much the exact same thing, right? Here's our spring that we're going to be reusing. Slip this on here. I used a little bit of this fluid to, lubricate the seals, but probably about twice, double this is probably the amount that came out of the truck. So not that much fluid. If you want to add some, go for it, but it's pretty much like changing the filter on an Allison transmission. It's okay if you drip a little bit like that. It's not gonna be the end of the world. We're doing this one time, hopefully one time only, so it's not a lot of fluid. It should be fine. But yeah, I've got everything lubed up. We're gonna take this apart just like we did taking this out, disassemble this, put it in together. Hopefully it goes in as smooth as this came out, because that was a absolute breeze Here's our new lock ring. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw this back in the truck and we'll be done. I went ahead and took the top hat off. See if we can slide this whole piece in there. Booyah. Now, top hat. Where's my pliers? Boom. All right, so I actually didn't have this quite pressed in far enough, but now what we're gonna do is take this pry bar, take this, basically wedge this in between the header so that I'll hold that. I won't have to use my hand, so I can have both hands free to put this on, which we should be able to hopefully not fight for an hour. Get to lock into place if I can find my little screwdriver. Just try to go around it, locking it in. Sorry if y'all can't really see. It's obviously really tight. Boom. So if you're fighting with it, make sure this guy is pressed fully in. With that new seal, it's probably going to be not wanting to act like it wants to go all the way in. But once you do that, you can rig something up like I did right here, where you don't have to use your hands to hold it pressed in. Don't forget to wipe it down real good with a rag and put your heat shield back on. All right, so nothing's spewing out from under the truck, so that's a good sign. Let's hit the road, see how this thing feels. This will be our very first gear change. Kick to it. Hopefully it's not too much when we're romping on it. Set 3 to 4 right here. Oh man, smooth as butter. It's firm. Definitely firm. Oh, that was smooth as can be. Dude, it's like butter. I'm telling you. Less enjoyable to daily drive, so you might think that Corvette servo might make it shift too hard, something you'd get annoyed by, but this is even with a tune that's not designed for that Corvette servo. It's relatively aggressive. With the Corvette servo, it feels great daily driving. I haven't rocked on it yet. That's going to be the test, because I saw one guy that said he put one in, it bounced off a red line and did all kind of crazy stuff when he rocked on it. Just, I don't know, maybe that was a fluke or something, but I know it's going to shift hard when romping on it. I don't want it to throw the transmission out the bottom, but as far as like daily driving, I mean, it's super smooth. Firmer, but super smooth. If I'm 80 and I'm still in this town, I'm still going to do what I'm about to do. You have to, man. You got to. A little mid-throttle going up this hill, so it's going to be taxing on it. Let's see how it reacts. All right, guys, well, that's going to be about it for this video. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. I think the Corvette servo is a nice addition. It was only like $64. Got it off of Amazon. I'll have a link in the description if you want to pick one up. But super easy install. The only thing that gave me any trouble was putting that final clamp on, and I just didn't have it pushed in far enough to where the clamp could fully lock down. So if you're having any issues, just make sure the entire assembly is pushed all the way completely in. Even if it might not seem like it is. It goes a little bit farther, and then that clip will go straight into place. So 64 bucks, hour or so of your time, you can't freaking beat that. And I think the truck drives really, really good. It pretty much improved all of our shift points. Just overall, it's basically the harder you are on the truck, the more you will notice it. That's pretty inexpensive mod that you can do really quickly and have a direct impact that you can literally get in your truck and go drive and feel. And it's not like you have to get a tune or anything for this. So if you just have a totally stock truck, grab you one of these, throw it in there, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So with that being said, that's going to be about it for this video. I'm about to dive into another video with Chomper. We're going to do a whole tune up on the truck and go out and get a new data log to sit off to Black Bear, and let them finalize our tune or tell us that, hey, everything looks perfect. Y'all look forward to that video. But with that being said, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Comment down below, let me know. See y'all in the next one. Enjoy the next couple minutes of V8 goodness.